and I'm seeing double. I am with Eric Kurland at 3D Space at Echo Park. And Eric, this is wild.
Thanks for coming by, Pat.
Oh, this is incredible. So I can't, wait a minute. Oh, whoa. Okay, wait a minute. There we go. So this is basically a living museum. I feel like some of the stuff you've even shown me is research. How did you start this 3D Space?
Yeah.
First of all, what does 3D Space stand for?
3D Space is the Center for Stereoscopic Photography, Art, Cinema, and Education. And we're a 501c3 nonprofit with a museum here in Los Angeles dedicated to the art, science, and history of everything that you see in 3D.
Wow. And you shared with me you have a professional background in 3D photography. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. I've worked as a stereographer on a number of projects, several music videos for the band OK Go, and I was the stereographer for the Simpsons theatrical short.
Oh my gosh, how incredible. And I mean, I think most of us, particularly of a certain age, we kind of think of the 50s 3D.
Sure.
But take us back into history a little bit about how 3D really got started.
Sure. Way back in 1838, a British scientist named Sir Charles Wheatstone, he was the first to theorize that we see the world in 3 dimensions because we've got 2 eyes set a couple of inches apart, and each eye sees a slightly different view of the world. So he opted to prove this. He built a device that used mirrors and geometric drawings from 2 perspectives. And you'd put your nose up to the mirror. Your left eye would see a drawing from a left point of view. Your right eye would see a drawing from a right point of view. And these flat drawings suddenly had depth. So he was able to use this as his proof. And he coined the term...
What year again?
That was 1838. So he coined the term stereoscopic, which comes from the Greek. Scopic means to see, and stereo sort of means solid, as in like sculpture or in relief. So stereoscopic means to see something in relief.
Oh, wow, okay.
So some of the earliest photographers realized they could take a picture from a left point of view and then move their camera over and take a picture from a right point of view, put those images into the stereoscope, and actually see depth in their photos. Stereoscopes were sort of the home entertainment system, and photographers would travel the world chronicling faraway lands and places that people at that time couldn't really travel to. But you could go down to your general store and you could buy a pack of cards from the Egyptian pyramids, and it was like you were there.
Just moving forward, I grew up with the Viewmaster.
Yes. William Gruber, in the 1930s, he wanted to revive the stereoscope. And he had this brainstorm that if he used 16 millimeter frames and put them on a disc, he could actually fit 7 pairs onto a disc. He designed a viewer for it so that you could rotate through them and get back to where you started. He had a chance encounter at the Oregon Caves with a gentleman named Harold Graves. Mr. Graves was the president of the Sawyers Company of Portland, and they were the largest photo finishing lab on the West Coast. Like, they were, outside of Kodak, they were the biggest processor of Kodachrome film. And they also had a big business doing travel postcards. So, every tourist attraction would have Sawyers postcards. So they saw the potential of this stereoscopic reel as a tourism souvenir. What's really interesting is those early reels, this was all shot on Kodachrome. So over 80 years later, the images hold up beautifully. And you can actually, the form factor for the reels hasn't changed. So you can take an 80-year-old Viewmaster reel, pop it into a modern viewer, and look at them like they were taken yesterday. The technology is digital now, but we're really using it for the same purpose it was used for back then, to be able to see places and visit things that you wouldn't be able to see otherwise.
What can people do to support you?
Well, we have a website. It is la3d.space, la3d.space. For obvious reasons, during the pandemic, we had to close our doors for a year and a half. We have reopened, so if you're in the Los Angeles area and you'd like to visit, you can visit our website and you can check out our online schedule and book a visit.
Well, Eric Kurland, thank you. This is an incredible space. look their website up, come down and see this here and support the 3D space. We need to keep all the heritage of our arts alive here in California. And that's our look at Retro California. Thanks to the Oscar Mayer people and the Wienermobile. Hope you enjoyed it. Tune in next time.